speaking of relationships, do you have any views on newer and alternative forms of relationships? So something that's in vogue at the moment is polyamory, open relationships. What are your views on this?
This kind of relationship can work for someone, and that people have been struggling a lot trying to fit in relationship that they're not made for themselves. For example, if I suffer a lot in being monogamous, why should I? And I think it's really interesting that now we can see this kind of change, that people can actually love and be in relationship as they want to. I can see more and more young people into polyamory and open relationship, and I think the point is not that you're having or not having sex with other people, but I think the point is being able to talk about the fact that you sometimes want to have sex with other people, and that's it. And sex and love I think that don't always go together, and also I think that it's true that you can love more people at once, as you do with your friends or with your children. So why suffer in relationships that are not made for you? What's your thought?
Well, I mean, I agree that for some people it can work. My assumption would be for most people it wouldn't work. I mean, I know for myself it just wouldn't. It would make me feel very insecure and very stressed to the point where the benefits just wouldn't be worth it. But I know that's not everyone. And so, again, similar to my views on trying things, there's absolutely no moral view. I have no moral view on this, and I actually think it's really important that we start to separate sexuality with morality. But yeah, just practically, it wouldn't work for me, and my assumption is it wouldn't work for most people. I know someone who tried it. They broke up within like a week. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just anecdotal, and that's just one case. But my assumption would be that that would be the case for most people. There's a Louis Theroux episode about this. I'm not sure if you've seen it. And he gets to know a number of polyamorous couples living in Portland, Oregon, from memory. And one of the things I noticed about this episode is it often seems to be instigated by one member of a couple who wants out and maybe doesn't feel comfortable saying they want out or want to explore having sex with other people. And often the other person just goes along with it, but it very rarely seems to be both people keen on this idea. And I think that's another dynamic that people need to take into account. Do both people really want to do this? And if they do, great, go nuts. But that's my view.
Yes, that's true. Most of the time this happens, that one of the member of the couple wants to move forward to open the couples. And that's true. And I think that's why by the end it doesn't work, because one of them is not happy. But if you begin with two people that are actually interested, and most of all that have worked through the things that we know about relationship, they work through jealousy, and they work through expectation and roles and things that we are used to see into relationship, then it can really work. I think that if you start from a point where everybody really wants it, then it can work. But as you can say, if you are in a relationship and I ask you to open the relationship and you're not really into it, but you're doing it because otherwise you're losing me, that's a not good way to start. Yeah, that's true.